Hey, yo, what's going on, guys? We have an updated Black Knight deck guide for you guys today. We're going to be going over the deck that Cougarrr and I put together using the shell from Dragon. Let's go ahead and jump right into it. As we talk about some of the key cards you need in this list, you're going to have Black Knight, which does have the ability, this, of course, has to be played on the board. Whenever you discard a card, Black Knight generates the Ebony Blade, which gives you that card's power onto the blade. The blade cannot be destroyed, but it can be Shadow Kinged or have its power reduced, so just keep that in mind. But this is a combo-style discard list using the homie Black Knight, which you guys know we are very avid Black Knight enjoyers in here. Another key focal card in this list is going to be SERA. SERA is what enables you to potentially even do a Ghost Rider and the Blade on the final turn, or even have some of your other combo pieces like a Lady Sif into Ghost Rider final turn. Another card that is somewhat needed, I would say, as well, is going to be Luna Snow. Luna Snow allows you to get SERA out early, or enables you to do final turn Ghost Rider and Lady Sif in case you don't have any discards earlier. And then, of course, you do have tech pieces with Shang-Chi, Shadow King, target discard with Blade, Lady Sif, and then energy cheating with Surge and with Mr. Fantastic First Steps. We are using Mr. Fantastic First Steps in this deck, which is giving us actually a lot of exponential value. You'll see in this video as well, I'm going to show a game where Mr. Fantastic actually really popped off to enable us to get even more value from SERA. Granted, we had a really good location for SERA, but it allowed us to have a really insane final turn power play against a move bounce deck, which felt incredible. And then also, you do have Surge in here. You're kind of using like Surge and Mr. Fantastic interchangeably. It really depends if you have SERA in hand or not. And of course, some of these cards you don't necessarily want to play out on curve, so you do get a little bit less Surge value there, which is why I lean more heavily into Mr. Fantastic in most instances with this style list as well. But let's look at this deck as a whole before we break each card down individually. So this is what it looks like entirely. Of course, the deck code will be down in the description below. The main changes that Cougarrr and I made is we have Mr. Fantastic, we have Shang-Chi, and we have Shadow King in this list. We took out Cosmo, we took out Juggernaut, and we took out Blink. We still have Giganto, Infinite, and SERA, and of course the Black Knight shell. This allows you to have tech pieces and counters to whatever your opponent's trying to run and play against you. Of course, you don't necessarily have the protection pieces against Shang-Chi, against your bigger cards itself, but you're kind of more likely leaning into playing these later in the game now, opposed to earlier on, which I think also does really help you get that kind of surprise factor in some sense, or just have a really powerful final turn play. As we break each card down individually, of course, we're going to be starting with Black Knight. Black Knight is one of the key focal pieces in this deck to allow you to have two instances with Ghost Rider to be able to bring back one of your discarded cards, and to be able to turn one of those cards into the Ebony Blade itself. So you have two combo huge big pieces to play either later in the game or tempo. It really just depends on what the locations and everything looks like. Next, we're going to have Blade. Blade is one of the best combo pieces for this discard style list. It targets the rightmost card in your hand. In some instances, you are actually just going to play Blade on one before even a Black Knight. If you have a Infinite or a Giganto in your hand, it really just depends on what everything is looking like and how everything is shaping up. It's not always the best turn one play, but it's an instance you can mess around with. Of course, you could wait and hopefully get a Black Knight or get some better combo pieces for later on in the game. It really just kind of depends on what your hand space is looking like, but a lot of instances, whenever you have a Blade in your hand or a Sif and you have Black Knight on the board, it's going to be a snap if you have Infinite in hand. Next, of course, you have First Steps Mr. Fantastic, which gives you a lot of different ways to get combo pieces on the board. This card itself is just incredibly great in general because your opponent doesn't necessarily know what cards got discounted, what cards got the extra power, how do you account for this. So it really gives you some potential either snap conditions or just surprise win extra cube conditions. Next, of course, we have Shadow King. Shadow King is great into the meta right now with all these cards that are getting value from First Steps Mr. Fantastic. A lot of Silver Surfer going around right now, so if you can kind of throw priority into a Shadow King, that is also really nice. And then also with SERA, this becomes a one-cost card itself. I don't know why Snap's kind of glitching out there, but you use this kind of later in the game to get value. You could use it earlier, just kind of depending on the board state, but you're more often than not using this at the end of the game. Next, of course, we have Surge. Like I was saying earlier, Surge doesn't necessarily always work for you in the sense where Surge doesn't always give you a card you can play out on curve because you do have some combo-heavy cards in this list, but there's a lot of instances where you have gotten good value from this card, so deciding between either a Surge or a Mr. Fantastic First Steps really depends, in my opinion, if you have SERA in hand. If you don't have SERA in hand, I would play Surge. If you do have SERA in hand, I would play First Steps Fantastic instead. Next, of course, we have Sif. Sif's going to target either your Infinite, your Giganto could target SERA. You're not really trying to use this to target SERA. So more often than not, you're using it just for Giganto and just for Infinite. So then you can Ghost Rider them later or have them as the Ebony Blade. Next, we have Luna Snow. Luna Snow is another just energy cheating combo piece to either get SERA out on turn 4 or potentially allow you to have different combos later on in the game as well. Whether it is that case said, the instance where you could have a Sif Ghost Rider on turn 6 because you have extra energy, or if it's something like having just a Shang-Chi Shadow King value, maybe cards that have been discounted for Mr. Fantastic First Steps, or even from Surge itself, you have this kind of as one of those options to get some of those cards out and have extra energy for tech. Next, you have Shang-Chi. Shang-Chi, destroys the cards that have 10 or more power. It's a very power-heavy meta right now, so you have Shang-Chi to kind of counter the power going out. You have Ghost Rider for bringing back your discarded cards. You have SERA to allow you to get some of these combos out later, whether it is just tech, where you can go Shang-Chi, Shadow King, and maybe you have a card discounted by Surge or Mr. Fantastic, and you could play Ebony Blade out, or you could play Ghost Rider out. You're using this as kind of to help you get extra combos out later in the game, and your opponent doesn't necessarily know what you have in your hand, unless you, of course, discarded stuff. But you're using this to kind of help you get combo pieces and be able to play tech with your combo pieces as well. And then, of course, Giganto is a big body for you to be able to hit with Lady Sif or Blade. There's also instances where this could be discounted by Mr. Fantastic, or it could also be discounted by Surge, so maybe you could get this off into the left lane in a protected kind of situation there, or even like with Infinite, maybe you get this hit by Mr. Fantastic, by Pedro, or by Surge, and this gets, decreased in cost, and it gets increased in power. You have instances where you can just kind of play this out and then just win the game. I think there's actually a game you'll see in the video where I literally just float turn 5. I don't have really anything else to do. I throw priority so I can play just Infinite and Shadow King out. And it works. But that's going to be the gist of the video. If it comes down to cards you can substitute for what, you could go back into maybe the more tech protection side. Maybe if you're not using Mr. Fantastic, you want to use a Juggernaut instead. It's not going to give you the same value, but if you want to protect some more of these bigger cards, with Shadow King being very popular as is, as well as Shang-Chi being popular, being able to have cards to protect against those other cards could be very useful. So I think those would be maybe some of the substitutions, a Cosmo or a Juggernaut instead of a Mr. Fantastic First Steps. But other than that, there's not really a card that does exactly what that card does. But let's go ahead and jump right into some gameplay, and I will see you guys at the end of the video. All right, what do we have? We do start with Fantastic here, which is nice. Maybe we do a deck guide on this. So maybe we need some more games. All right, so in this situation here, I have SERA in hand, so I play Fantastic. Because hitting pretty much any of these cards is really, really good. They have Fantastic too. Yeah. Yo, if you haven't played Mayhem yet, King of Rose, you totally should. Mystic Mayhem is awesome. We do get Surge. I'm really hoping that we hit this 1 out of 4 here. And we hit SERA. Surely. They have Surge. Okay, we're just literally doing the same thing. Come on, hit SERA for the one time. I mean, 5 cost Infinite's not the worst thing. Ooh. Okay, so I'm gonna do this. That is true. It's not Fantastic 2. It's Fantastic 4. True. They Galacta. Yo, no, I love this cheat. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Wait, this could actually go kind of hard. We get 5 cost Giganto. We have, I mean, I guess Infinite doesn't do anything, right? Because Infinite would just get cooked. But I don't know. We will see. No, the art for Mayhem is awesome. What we got? Herbie? Killmonger. Okay. So if I go Shadow King, Sif, Ghost Rider, I beat Brood, I beat Shaw. I think this is the play. Shaw is 7. I think it's this. Gladiator. It gives me chi. Oh no. Oh no. Two cost if not, by the way. Ow! We're 1 nitro boost away from being able to send like better whatchamacallit. Being able to send better videos and stuff. Well, we do have Black Knight into Giganto. That's pretty cool. Let me see. Shang-Chi was doing his best Doc Ock professor. Oh, that's funny. Oh, this is cool. This is cool. Oh, we're 2 away? Okay, thank you, Justin. 2 away, 2 boosts away. Is this what I think it is? Is this just Brood? We have Shadow King. Yo, Geeky Endeavor, thank you so much for the raid. Yo, what's going on, Trenton? How are you doing, homie? I have Shadow King for right, so I'm playing off of that. Lad hits Patriot. Oh! Oh, we're doing some crazy stuff. Oh, we're doing some crazy stuff. You just got home from All In? Yo, let's freaking go. It's just this, right? Yeah, straight up Iron Patriot. Straight up Iron Patriot. I should be good here. I should just be blade middle, ghost rider left. Yeah, I think we needed 2 to be able to do the upgraded, and I think like it's weird. Like Nitro, they charge you like monthly and stuff too. Like it's like a subscription. Like it's, I use it too so we can have the extra tag, the special kingdom tag in Discord, and have some better like videos for Discord if we wanted to share video and stuff too. What we got? Professor X. Okay. We're only 1 away? Okay, sweet. Justin, thank you for keeping up with that, too. That's actually so freaking funny, Kelly. What's AK playing today? Or AX? My bad. AK. We do get the Surge. We get the Black Knight. Okay. Wait, there's a world where I actually set up Black Knight before Surge here. There's a world. Okay. This makes me think. No, we're doing it. We don't have any discards ready, but we're gonna stick it out because why not? I think we'll be okay. I hope. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, it's Madam Web? Oh, wait. Oh, this is like just Ghost Spider shenanigans, right? I have Chi and I have... Wait. Actually, this can... I mean, we have both combo cards here. We could kind of cook. We could kind of cook. I mean, this is moving into other stuff. Oh, yikes. I mean... As long as I draw my top deck here... Like, we have to draw our big cards on 6, and this is still totally winnable. Like, it is totally winnable as long as they're not running Mobius. If they're running Mobius, we're dead. But they're running a lot of... they run a lot of Cosmo in this list. Is this Ghost Spider Torch Strange? Is it Strange Toxin? No way, right? Oh, Dagger. Okay. Oh, this is going to be something, huh? This is going to... We do get Giganto. Okay. All right. Here we go. Oh, boy. So, are they about to beast in... They're not about to just beast and freaking toxin this up, right? Surely not. Like, we have... I think we can do everything here. Yeah, no, Summer Giganto's so good. Okay, so... They beast that up. They Aranya and Iron Fist. And we can play everything. Okay. So it's going to be Sif, Chi, Shadow King. Yeah, and we don't have Prio. Let's go Sif, Chi, Shadow King, Ghost Rider, and then we'll play Fantastic Middle. We have so much tech over here. I think we're in a decent spot. They Dagger back into Aranya, which then goes to the right. They Strange it back, or they Strange Vulture middle. They Frigga Vulture into Madam Web. I go Sif into Giganto. Into Chi. Shadow King. Ghost Rider brings back the Giganto. Into Mr. Fantastic. Boop. What a game. I mean, we had all the solutions there. Like, we had all the outs. We had the perfect draws to just wait it out for 4. Yeah, let's freaking go. A big card. And I get a Typhoid Mary. Okay, interesting. Quicksilver surfacing Wiccan. Allegedly. Oh! And we get the bar with no name? Okay. Okay. This is doable. Black Knight Merlin. Okay, that's why we're not snapping that, because they have that. I do Lady Sif. There's not a lot of people running Affliction right now. Definitely not a lot of people running it. We hit the Infinite. They Red Guardian. They have Fenris. I'm going to go Typhoid Mary. They Once in Future. Snap and Assert Dominance. They Negasonic. I'm going to play this out so they don't get Negasonic value. They are running Fenris in this list, is something I just need to keep in mind. They Omniversal into Camelot, into Kate. They might run SK. Ghost. So Shadow King is pretty gross here. If I do that, yeah, Ghost, we have, that is this. We do this. And that. If they Chi us, I think they Shadow King us. I think it's this. Is it Shadow King Chi? No, trust. Trust. Polymorph? I guess I should have probably bladed right here. It worked either way. But we'll take it. Is that legit? Okay, we have since we have SERA in hand here, we are gonna Mr. Fantastic in this situation. Because we have SERA in hand, which is something we would love to get out early.
Oh baby!
Nico
oh,
move.
Baby!
We get Wakandan. We do have SK. Okay. Some pretty good starts to us here. Oh my goodness. If you count all of his golden showers. Yikes. Okay. So we're moving Surge. I'm wondering if this is Victoria hand stuff. Let's do this. So, like, this is kind of gross, right? I mean, if I get a rock here, I SERA right, probably. They rocket, Toxin. Oh. Which they're not running Enchantress in this list. I'm gonna SERA middle. Have all of my tech in this. They have Fantastic. I have SERA. Turn 5, I do get Infinite. The thing is, I'm not going to discard Infinite because... Wait, or... No, the play is... Float Infinite Shadow King Blade. We did snap already. We snapped. We snapped in the beginning. I think it's Shadow King middle into.
Trust me, guys. Trust.
Blade Infinite. Actually, no. It's more likely they can get more power there. More likely they can get more power in this lane, so I do this. So it's always that play. Because they can play more cards potentially there. We play it like this. They Shadow King me. That's just such an amazing hand. That was freaking crazy. I know the Shadow King mid was hurting us, but I figured they would play heavily into the middle. So I was going to SK middle, and I played left because I thought they'd be able to play more cards right, but they just gave right. Thank you guys so much for watching the video. I really appreciate it. If you guys stuck around to the very end, let me know down below. How do you guys feel about Black Knight at the moment? Do you think it's an okay spot? Do you think Black Knight needs a buff? Do we need to get some Black Knight value in the OTA on Thursday, since we have an OTA and a patch on Thursday? But anywho, thank you guys so much for watching. Once again, please feel free to like, comment, and subscribe if you're new. Until next time, God bless. It's been real, and Tucker out.